All right. Well, moving on to Meghan Markle's father, Thomas Markle. You know, everybody loves the royal stories around here. So we have to talk about this because he could be under a limited emergency conservatorship after his son applied to a Los Angeles court. The possibility of a conservatorship was raised by his son during a recent court hearing in a breach of contract lawsuit filed by Markle against Coleman Rayner, which is the agency that, of course, famously staged pictures of him preparing for his daughter's wedding back in 2018. So he is seeking $1 million in damages from the picture agency, arguing that he was exposed to international ridicule and should have been given the right to approve the photos before publication in a November 2021 lawsuit. The company says that this should totally be thrown out. But since then, he has been treated for a stroke, and his son, Tom Markle Jr., appeared on his behalf in a recent hearing applying for this conservatorship. So before we get into this, what exactly is a limited emergency conservatorship?
Yeah, it's limited, which means it's not forever, and it's not for everything. So there's certain things that Tom Jr. can do regarding his father's medical issues. He can make certain decisions for him, but it's certainly not a case, and we've covered it a lot here on Us with Britney Spears, where it's a complete and total conservatorship, and those decisions are made over everything.
Right. Did Britney's conservatorship, did that start as an limited emergency conservatorship?
No, it was not. It was a permanent and total conservatorship out the gate, both over a person as well as her finances.
So crazy. I mean, is it common for somebody that, you know, has some medical issues like a stroke and is not fully capable of probably representing themselves or, you know, working with their attorneys? Is it common for somebody to strike or want a limited conservatorship?
It is common in a case like Thomas Sr. You have a medical issue, you're in the hospital, you can't make decisions for yourself. A limited temporary conservatorship. This is not a Britney Spears situation where you have a young, successful entertainer that's under a conservatorship for 13 years and can't make any decisions for herself. So this is the type of case that we typically see conservatorships used for, and it's appropriate.
Yeah. Does Thomas have any chance in winning this case since he cooperated with the photo agency at the time, was working with them to kind of stage these photos? Now he just doesn't seem like he liked the ridicule that he got and like the photos that were published.
Yeah, this is not a really good case, Christina. A little bit of buyer's remorse here. I mean, he's going to have a tough time clearing liability, proving fault, and then $1 million in damages. I don't think he's going to get that.
I don't think so either. I mean, why do you think he's choosing to do this now? I mean, it's been a while since this happened. Obviously, he's been under scrutiny for quite some time since those photos came about. So, yes, I'm sure it was probably not the reaction that he wanted, but I guess it's the price you pay.
Yeah, well, we've seen both from Thomas as well as the daughter. Sometimes you make bad legal decisions and you're upset about how you're being portrayed by the media. But sometimes filing a lawsuit just draws even more media attention to your case. So it's really throwing good money after bad here.
For more news, content, and exclusive interviews, make sure to hit the sub, like, and bell button down below and visit usmagazine.com.